You can set those up. You can even set them up as alternates. Alternates are very useful when you're working with two different groups, or if you want a little private channel so you guys can talk on. Those are very useful. But leave 30.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, or leave the 30s for squad stuff. If you want to change your channel, you can go to a different one. You guys talk about how you want to set it up. Does that make sense for everyone?
Okay. Does everyone know how to set the alternate channel and the other channels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
Does anyone? Okay. No.
Does anyone not? It's totally
User
fine.
joined
no,
your
sir, in
channel.
the back, the British sounding boy. Okay. So you're gonna hit for our normal radios, the short range. Everyone, you're gonna hit Control P to bring it up. This is a good test to make sure I remember how to do it.
I don't have a P on my keyboard. What do I do?
Right.
Be
The problem is I have to like hover over to see which one. Oh, yeah.
I got you. So what you're gonna want to do is after you have Control P, you have your radio. Everyone has the beautiful Happus multi-band radio. Once you have that, if you look, you have different channels. You select the button number 2.
User joined your channel.
Button 2, you have a channel. Let's say it's going to be set as 30.2.
Yeah, and just to clear this, so like you see, initially it says C1, but then when you hit next channel, the little plus sign on the thing that says PRE on the radio, it goes to C2 and then some random number. Highlight the random number, you change that to whatever you want your second channel to be, and then that's channel 2.
Super secret.
And so then on your number pad, you can hit the 1 key or the 2 key, and it'll switch it back and forth between those two. However, you'll only be able to hear the channel that you're on, which is why you want to set, which is why you want to use the alternate channel, because the alternate channel you could still hear while you're on your main channel, but for these channels, like the channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, you only hear it if it's selected.
So then once you set if you want to hear it as an alternate, how it says C2 right now, if you go to the bottom below 8, it says set additional channel. That is your alternate now. That way I can hear both radios talking at the same time, which is very confusing. But if you want to, while you're looking at your radio, you can also set your stereo settings. Channel 2 for me is only on the left, while channel 1 is only on my right.
Duh.
Does that make sense for everyone?
I usually have it set when I'm doing like squad lead or something. I'll have long range on one ear and short range on the other.
All right. So next thing I want to cover: does everyone have their vaulting setup? I mean, their enhanced movement setup.
No, no one does.
I have
one
it set up.
Yeah,
Got it.
I do.
I always
Let's
climbing.
just, for those who don't, let's
I'm
We're
all
gonna
the
cover
time.
it fast. So press your escape, go to configure, go to add-on options. Or is it under, oops, hold on, let me make sure.
It's under custom controls, right?
Oh yeah, so go to controls, go to controls, keyboard, show custom controls, all the way, it's gonna be right above Zeus, so near the bottom. Use action 1. The one that I have it set up as is Shift V. Shift V will allow me to climb objects.
Does Control V not do that by default already?
No, it's a different type of vault.
That's a different one. So Control V will let you climb certain things, but Shift V will let me climb almost anything. So if you haven't already set that up, let's set that up now. And then, has everyone set it up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so next thing we're gonna cover is, let's see, we already talked about radios. Oh, so talk about radio etiquette real fast. So guys, I know we like to talk on the radios because we have some distance, but we also can set yelling and whisper and talk normally. So for those that don't know how to do that, Control Tab will let you rotate your voice's level. A lot of times we can hear each other while we're, a few feet away. We don't need to talk on the radio to do that. That does clutter it up. But again, if you want to talk to each other, you can use your additional radio channel. Use your squad channel for squad-related things, as in, hey, I'm hurt, or hey, I have contact. Hey, this is squad lead. This is what we're doing.
How
Any
do you,
questions?
Jen, say you've got your main station set up, alternate or whatever. How are you talking on that one whilst also
User joined your
talking
channel.
on the thing? How are you selecting which channel you're talking to?
Shit, I have to remember how to talk on the alternate channel. Shit, what was it?
We're learning right along with you.
Hold on, I forgot actually how to talk on my alternate channel.
Hello there.
Hey, Flip.
sorry, still have the Zeus ping on.
You're good. We can hear you.
Nope. Hold on.
Do a grenade.
I forgot how to talk on my alternate channel. Holy shit.
That's fine. Let's just cover formations and stuff for now. 'Cause we're already about halfway through.
I'll look it up while you're talking through.
Everybody, over here.
Now we're going to talk about how we walk, because everyone knows ARMA is not a game about shooting, it's a game
Alright,
about
give me one-
walking
if you guys
places.
want to come meet up over at these objects, I'll be right back.
And she disappears into the smoke. Okay.
Alright, good. It's gone.
Right.
So you guys want to back up a little bit?
Yeah, back up. Do you like everybody form like a little school circle around just so you can see?
User joined your
AJ.
channel.
You said a little bit.
Good.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to talk about basically 4 or 3 formations for traveling and 1 for clearing. So this is the first one. This is kind of a basic one when you're traveling in groups of 4 or 5. This is called diamond formation. This one's good for setting security around you. So right here is your lead man. The squad lead will set whoever this is, usually your rifleman, to keep eyes out, looking front. Their responsibility is everything in front of them and to the left and to the right. Okay? Next person's got to be is position number 2 over here. This is got to be your right-hand man. This is usually either squad lead or team lead. They're in charge of watching everything to the side of them, everything to the right side. Then you have position number 3 over here. This man is either a squad lead or a team lead, or if you just have 4 members, whoever's next down in line, they're in charge of watching everything to the left. Then you have the rear guard, is usually your heavy machine gunner. You're gonna have them back here. They're in charge of watching the rear. And then you have center person, usually the medic or your VIP. This formation is good for giving security around a VIP when you need to move from point A to point B. Are there any questions about that? No? Okay. So moving over to next, this is going to be our flying V formation. This flying V is kind of common for us to use when we travel. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Really? I don't need that right now, Bacon. Oh. Alright, so looking at this one. This one's actually kind of pretty good for when we're traveling long distances. So this point here is your lead person. This is going to be your rifleman again. He's going to be the one looking towards the front and guiding us where we're going to go next. The next person behind them is going to be your squad lead or your team lead. Now this formation, you always want to keep in touch the person to your right or left and the person in front of you. This kind of helps keep communications flowing. Now we see here it's an odd number, so you have a heavy left or a heavy right. The person always in the bottom right-hand corner
User joined your channel.
or the bottom left-hand corner, the furthest position away is going to be your heavy machine gunner or even possibly your AT. You want them to be in the rear. So in case you need to, they can turn around and lay waste to anything behind us. Now, the person in front is in charge of everything in front of them. The person to the left looks to the front and slightly more to the left. Same person here looking that way, same person looking this way. You're going to keep giving constant coverage. People in the rear are always in charge of the rear sights, making sure that they are clear and we're not getting snuck up on. Are there any questions about that? So if you all have your shack tacks up, right? Does anyone not have a shack tack up?
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah.
So you see the circle in your bottom of the center of your screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Compass.
That is your shack tack. That lets us
okay.
see each other in our squad.
User joined your
I
channel.
think very.
So that's how we could see each other. So you want to keep distance from each other. You want to keep about 1 circle length from each person.
What?
You guys not?
That wasn't a shooting, that was a helicopter.
That was bull, Joe.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, are they doing helicopter training?
No, he just.
It makes it good.
Anyway, continue, Jen.
Yeah.
What?
Oh. Hey, Bacon?
Yeah, sure hitting up. Fucking.
Okay.
Also,
man,
while
just-
anyways, while we've got a second, it's T to talk on your alternate channel, by the way.
Oh, just T. Okay, yeah, so it's just.
So yeah, so everybody, so when you set the alternate channel, you still do caps lock for your main, and then for your alternate, you just hold T, just like push to talk, and that'll broadcast on your alternate channel.
So, that part right now?
You sound really quiet, Jen.
Yeah, you got really
Sorry,
quiet all of a
I
sudden,
switched
Jen.
All right. So last thing I want to cover about this formation here is again keeping that circle distance from each other. If we keep that circle distance, if a grenade was to land, let's say, right in the first person right here, that's a glow stick. If this lands here, this person here has enough time, enough spacing to get away from it.
Switch to yellow.
When a grenade goes off, either go left or right or rear. Don't go towards the person. Kind of common sense, right? Alright, so let's go over here. We're gonna learn about one more formation.
Also, when grenades come at you, hit the deck. Don't stand up. So to go another 6 feet or whatever and lay the fuck down.
Yeah, alright guys, follow me over here. Through the smoke.
Let's go, everybody.
At least the one back there.
Alright, so guys, this is a staggered column.
User
this is good
joined
for
your
traveling
channel.
along roads. When you're traveling along the roads, the person here is either your point man or your squad lead. They want them to lead. Next person's got to be either the team lead or someone like that, and so on and so forth. When you're traveling this way, you want to keep, again, the circle distance from each other, but you also want to be halfway between them and the person to your other side. We really want it zigzag between each other. Now, as we saw on the other side, on those other positions, everyone was kind of looking in front and to the rear. This one's a little bit different. The person leading here is looking to the front and to the right. They're covering the right side here. The person on the right side is going to be covering the front and to the left. They're watching over the shoulder for the other person. As we go more and more back, we're going to get different positions covering different areas. When we get to the rear, the last two members in the rear are covering the rear. If they're on this side in the rear, they're covering to the right and behind them. The person on the other side is going to cover to the left and behind them. Does that all make sense?
Snail, you want a coconut?
This makes this provides a lot of good cover for us so that we're always keeping an eye on each other. When you're traveling in a town, let's say there's buildings on either side of us, and I get to a corner here, this person here is in charge of clearing the alley towards the right of them, while this person is in charge of clearing the alley to the left of them. Any questions about that?
You sound like Simmons.
Hmm?
I was just talking to myself.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions right now? No? Alright, we're going to cover some convoy stuff real fast. Hey, Buck, can I get 4 of those vehicles up here?
You got some back there? Want me to bring one over?
No, you
No.
just got to fast travel them
No.
over.
Just also,
Just
everybody, let's come stand over here by the targets.
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
out of
never
the
mind.
road, folks.
Here come the cars.
Oh, they're right next to us.
Ooh.
Alright.
All right. So actually, everybody still come stand over here by the targets. And Jen will
Look,
just
I
go ahead.
trade this
we'll just
one
go
I'm
ahead and
looking at
line
right
them
now for an MG.
Yeah, Bacon. Everybody go stand over there.
Thank you. Alright, give me 1 second. We're just got to line some cars up.
That one's going rear stem.
What the fuck, Nuke? I don't know.
Alright, if you guys want to come over here, we're going to talk about convoys. Because this happens to be our weakest area where we keep on getting killed. Alright. So we see here we have a standard convoy, alright?
Apparently that's a thing.
So looking at this,
Do I
we have
still
4
sound
vehicles. We have lead vehicle, secondary, third, and rear. Okay? First vehicle is always going to be the MG. MG provides the heaviest fire to everything, so they can lay waste to anything that moves in front of us. And the rear, you either want your MG, or if you have a grenade launcher, you want that behind us.
And I really don't get
The next car is either got to be, let's say, since it's even number, this is going to be squad lead or company car, and the next one's going to be your heavy vehicle. I think going to be your your biggest vehicle, so the one that carries the most people. That make sense?
Like this one would be a Ural.
Yeah, that'll be our Ural or whatever Hemet
Or whatever big truck we've got.
All right. So looking at this lead vehicle, this is the one that always gets shot at first. See how far away we are
AKA
from
the
this
target.
building right now? So imagine the
building?
spacing is the one that you always want to keep when we're coming up for contact. If we see a building up front, we're gonna want to stop here, keep the distance,
Okay, I don't
and if we need
actually
to,
know
lay
what
waste
it's
to it with the
on,
MG,
so,
and if not,
you know,
one
an
person will get out and go
interpol
investigate.
and try and figure out what the
Because
fuck
we
is
don't need
happening.
8 people going up there to get killed.
How dare you?
So if we do come up to a roadblock and we start getting contact, lead vehicle will say contact front or whatever direction. They're got to stop right here. When the lead vehicle dismounts, what's got to happen is everyone except for the driver's got to dismount and the gunner. The first person here is got to come off to the side and lay down
Okay, that's 'cause I have
and
a
engage
second
contact over here. Same thing with the opposite side. They're got to move off to the side and engage contacts. The next vehicle, what they're got to do, hey, Cheesy, get out from under the car because I need to move it.
Wait, what?
Talk on radio, Jen.
Alright, sorry. So when we all get out of the car, when this car stops, it's got to stop to the side.
So
Oh, I gotta turn it off.
Slightly.
Yeah, slightly angled, so that the people who get off on this side automatically have cover to engage contact. Now, since the people in front are already laying down, you're fine. You're not going to be able to hurt them. These people over here, when they dismount the car, I have the lead vehicle in front of me to protect me. But I'm going to come up behind the car and set up a shooting position here. I'm going to use it as cover. And the car behind us will do the same thing. They'll peel off to this side. The next car behind them will peel off to that side. Now,
Just
if
have
you're ever in...
alternating directions for the peel off.
Yes. Now, if you're ever in the rear vehicle, your job is to always, in the MG or whatever gun you have back there, to be watching behind us. That is your one and only job. You don't care about looking at the front, you have a driver for that, and you have the lead vehicles. The cars on the sides are in charge of watching to the left and right. Now, they can talk about what side they're going to be watching on, or the squad leads can designate. Alright, are there any questions? Anything at all? No? Alright. Let's see, I need one more thing. Alright, if you want to be a medic, come over here.
Alright, everybody else, we're going to teach you how to clear a building. But we're going to get the medics over there.
Yes, come
First.
over here. Hey guys, don't shoot the guns.
Hey, Jen, should I walk them through breaching while you're doing medic stuff?
Yes. Yes.
Alright. Everybody else, if you're not a medic, come with me over here.
Alright. So, oh, okay.
That just flew.
Hey, Buck.
User disconnected from your channel.
Put his backpack on his chest.
Alright, cool. So we're all here. Right. So,
Oh, yeah.
this is a door. This is how you get into things. Sometimes there's bad people on the other side of it, and you want to go in there without getting shot. When you're clearing, you're going to want at least 4 people up to 8. You don't want more than 8 because then it's too many cooks and you get a 10-minute video that goes viral.
Buck, how you
But what you're going to do,
Alright.
have one. This
Hey,
person
Buck,
here
can you do me a favor?
will be
Can you
the
spawn
actual
in
the
some
breacher.
AI over there
So
that
they'll
have
be
no
here ready to
guns
open the
that will
door.
Shoot us.
You'll have
Like
one
the
person over
virtuals.
here where this target is. They're going to be the ones actually watching the door.
Yes.
And so
preferably.
the person at over there where I just was, first or you, I mean, you say whatever you want, but just easy thing to say is like they'll say set. This person says ready.
Or just put
Person
in
over there
targets.
opens the door. I see in, and I can either say clear or not clear,
I
and
trust you.
presumably, if not clear, pull the trigger a bunch and make it clear. Once that initial thing is open, then the person over there will breach and go in. First person in looks left. The next person behind them looks
User
right,
was
and then you
moved to
just
your
sort of
channel.
go on clearing. The people behind me will go around me and start going in teams of 2. and this person here at this position is the last one in the building.
It's situational.
So is that
Yes.
all pretty straightforward?
All right, so guys, one more thing. When you're Mills, keep your gun up. So whenever you're clearing, going into the building. So let's say I'm here, he's already everyone else has gone in, and I'm going. See how I'm not crossing in front of his line of fire? He has an open sight to the door until I get here, and then I can go in. In case someone pops here, and he sees it before the guy approaching the door does, he shoots. He's got to kill me. You want to keep the line of sight clear as much as possible. Don't worry about them. They're doing some medic stuff.
That is
All right.
properly.
Are there any questions? All right. Let's go over here. We're gonna go towards the kill house, and we're gonna start talking about that. Hey, Buck, is it set up? Got it. All right. So when we're approaching these places like this, you always want to keep an eye for these towers. Got it. Oh wait, let's get everyone over here. Hey guys, you don't have to crawl. I know it's entertaining.
All right, morons, up yet.
We can hear.
All right. So,
Okay,
when
I'm
we come
sorry,
to these
Cheesy, that
towers
was
over
me.
here, guys, so we can get a little bit closer. I hear Wojo. All right, so when we get close to these towers right here, clearing these often are the ones that kill us. Only one person needs to toss a grenade. So, for example, I only have smoke, so I'm not gonna toss one.
I got a frag.
Don't need a frag. Do you have a red light?
I got a red smoke, yellow smoke, purple.
I got
yeah,
one.
Red light. I got
Yeah,
a red light.
okay, yeah. So take the red light. So for us, we have a special way to throw grenades. If you use Shift G, you get a throwing animation. Basically shows you where you're gonna throw it. Use that. That will help you be able to throw a grenade precisely. So Mills has got to try to toss a grenade into this building. The best place to do it from is if you can't get close to do it. So if you can't get close, just try to lob it in. But if you can get close, like let's say I'm going to approach it from here, I'm going to toss a grenade through that window right there. That is going to be the first place I toss that grenade. And as soon as a grenade is tossed, even if you know it's on the other side of a wall, lay down.
Boom, nailed it. First try.
Either lay down or kneel down and get out of the way to grenades. When grenades detonate, they actually bounce up first and then splatter outward. Does that make sense for everyone?
Yeah.
So while we lay down, we won't get hurt.
Or won't get hurt as much.
Yeah, won't get hurt as much. It'll be easier for us to keep moving.
You'll be able to walk it off versus
Alright.
not walk it
Can
off.
I try the Shift G thing? I've never tried that.
Yeah. So you hold Shift.
Yep.
And hold G, and then you should get a little indicator with a bunch of little dots that show the arc. And if you scroll, you can switch from throwing overhand to underhand. So like when Jen was just over at this wall, or say it's a lower wall than this, and you want to basically, essentially drop it over, but like in traditional ARMA, you double tap G and it just sort of hope and pray. This you can basically, practically just drop it over. And it shows you a nice little line
case
where
in
it'll
point.
go. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So that helps us
it's really
aim.
handy.
I know a lot of us veterans know that well, but also we forget to use it sometimes. Also, you can cook a grenade.
Just forget. So
I
that's
can
helpful
cook
for me to remember.
I can also cook a grenade in my hand if I wanted. So let's say I wanted to hold a smoke, be able to say hey, Wojo, I'm in this area, or my pilot hey, I'm over here. I can do that, and then if I need to, I can drop it on the ground.
It's
I
got
can
helpful
mark my
little.
position
Yep.
very easily, so that if we have air support coming in, they know not to hit that location. Or does that make sense for everyone? All right.
It's honestly,
so-
it's a super useful tool.
Yeah. So let's come up to this wall here.
But on this side, stay on this side of it.
Yep. So when we approach a wall, when we approach a compound, usually we're all approaching from one direction. So in this one, we're going to show you how to kind of pie crust out. So I'm coming up to the edge of the wall. Now I can't see to the right of me. I can't see to the left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to arc out, or as we say, pie crust. I'm going to pie crust out here. Keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, until I get into a good fire position. And then I can have people start either going around me, stack up on the other side of the wall, or we can start proceeding in. Now, whenever you go around someone, remember, go behind them. Don't go in front of their line of fire. Okay? You don't want someone popping, let's say Santa walks right in front of me. I might shoot him by accident or on purpose. Dealer's choice.
Yeah. All right.
Alright.
Also, everybody, this is a sign. Take note of the sign. Beyond this point, we are now in live fire training, so you're going to apply the things you have learned.
So,
Yay.
Mills and I are gonna go first. You gotta follow behind
Okay.
us. So, for example,
No, Lock.
Yep.
Calm
All
down,
right.
bud.
Lock is as tradition. So whenever we're going in, usually the machine gunner is third or fourth in. But if they, God damn it! Stop tossing the IR grenades. The lights. Oh, that's
Paper.
someone's grenade launcher.
Alright,
You
I'll
can't
just,
pick
uh,
up grenades
Is there a
unless
button
it
that
comes
makes you
from a
walk
grenade
slower?
launcher.
yeah,
double
if
tap
you double
C.
tap C, it changes your walk speed.
All right. So we're gonna proceed in now. So Mills is gotta proceed on that side of the wall. I'm gonna proceed on this side of the wall, and everyone's gotta follow right behind us.
That's not doing
You
anything.
buck.
So I come up to this edge of the wall right here. My first job is to look left and proceed in. The next person behind me will continue to follow Mills, keeping catty corner. Oh look, a target. Look, is this a target? Alright, that's weird. Alright. So we've already cleared this tower. Now, as I was the first person here, I'm gonna proceed up to the tower once Mills has gotten to that wall. The edge there.
Oh my god, Mills. Let me go hide in the ambush.
Alright, that's good.
No, there's other people for that.
Yep. Alright, so
Please.
I'm gonna proceed up here and then I would clear
Please
the
don't.
inside of this. So as I come up here, I see one target as I approach up, always looking up as I go up. I see the head. He's down. He's clear. So I get up here and report clear, and now I have overwatch of this area.
Alright,
So
Lock,
I'm
will
gonna
let
get
you
shot
peek
at
the
from up
corner
here.
in a second.
You're gonna want to dip down. Alright, let's keep going. Mills, proceed. Alright, Lock, keep going. Yep, keep going around the wall. Keeping your shoulder on the wall. While you're clearing, while you guys are clearing towards that way, this team, we're gonna keep our shoulder on the wall and start proceeding over. Alright. Lock is going around the corner. I'm going to the next building. Looking around the side, we've already seen this guy here. We've already killed him. Proceeding. Alright. Now once I'm far enough in, we're gonna start moving. After I've cleared each of these alleys, we're gonna start moving towards this wall. And again, engaging each contact. As one person gets in a firing position, I'm gonna be able to keep talking. We're gonna want to talk to the guys across from us. I'm gonna tell them like, hey, you're good to go. So Lock, proceed around the corner. See, he's kind of peeking around. As soon as he has a clear sight, he's got to proceed fast in there. Keeping our spacing, keeping that circle distance from each other. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to talk about a few more special situations. So once we proceed to a building, for example, let's say we're clearing one of these soft targets. When we're clearing a soft target, just shoot inside of it. Just one person. Like, I'm just got to start shooting inside. Clear it. Alright. I'm going to go inside now. I look, see a dead body. It's clear. I know the top side is clear. Yeah. Thank you. Usually, this is the building that gets us killed also. How often? Yeah.
Yeah, I hate these
Alright.
buildings.
I hate them.
So when we're clearing them, you only need 2 to 3 people to clear it. Anything more than that is gotta just turn to a
User joined your
clusterfuck.
channel.
So when you're clearing a building like this, the first person is gonna come up to where they can get the edge of the door, and they want to be on the side of the door hinge. I'm right here. This door's got to protect me. My gun's at the ready. We have Santa already looking in. Mills has backed up. Yeah, Flip, if you're gonna do that, you would come to my side. I would have someone behind me like, hey, Garrett, come stand over here.
Deal.
Alright, stand right about here, keeping your spacing. You can see into the door. Alright, so basically we have a full we have full coverage of the door. I'm gonna go ready. You guys all gotta go set. I'm gonna find the door. Alright, ready?
Set.
And then they're gonna shoot inside if there's any targets. After they've done that, they're going to say clear, and I'm going to go in first. Whoever opened the door is the breacher. I'm going to go in. I see this target here. They've already shot it. And my job is to clear the part that they haven't seen yet, this inside corner. And I'm just going to proceed in. If there's anything there, I'm going to light it up. Once the inside of this is clear, I'm going to say clear, and then I'm going to leave. Not everyone rushes in. As soon as we have everyone rush in, one, if there was someone in there and they killed me, they would toss a grenade and kill the rest of us. Number two, as soon as we get a lot of people in there, that gives Buck a target of opportunity. And we don't like giving Buck targets of opportunity. And yes, you could toss smokes in. If you are going to toss a smoke in, make sure you let everyone know, or like tossing grenades in there. Make sure everyone knows, like, hey, tossing grenade in there. Make sure the doors close. And again, once your grenade gets tossed, lay down, let it go off, pop back up, and engage. So, let's talk about these white domes. Again, these white domes kill us often. I just see that going badly. Alright. So when we clear these, you have one person on one side, one person on the other corner, one person slightly askew of that, and one person slightly askew of me. We're going to look at these doors. You're going to be able to see inside. I could see right over into these corners. Garrett could see onto the far side of these corners. Next is going to be, hey, let's see if you want to scoot over here. So come stand where I'm at. And then, yep, Santa stands right there. Now, the first two people are going to crouch. We're going to crouch so that our overheads are fine. We're going to open this door, and we're going to shoot any targets inside. I see one target here. All right, target's been cleared. Again, I open the door. I'm going in first, but I'm going straight across. And then follow next is the next person, going straight across, and then same thing and so forth. So on and so forth. Santa will follow me, and then so on and so forth. All right, that's good. That's good. All right, come on out here. So clearing these towers are fairly simple. As you go up, whenever you peel off to a room, you wait until everyone else has come through the door, and then you let the last person take lead. Does that make sense for the towers?
Hey,
User joined your channel.
when I go to shoot a target, should I shoot center mass or try to aim for the head?
User left your channel.
Hey, if you feel like you're lucky, go for the headshots, but always go for center mass, because as you shoot, your gun rises naturally. Center mass will give you more of a guaranteed kill, but in ARMA, headshots are better because our helmets are weaker. There's more of a gap there. It's just ARMA physics. All right, last thing we're going to talk about, clearing these two types of buildings. Hey, Locke, you want to come out here?
No.
Come on, Locke.
Put the
Okay.
rocket launcher down.
All right. So we're coming to this building first.
User joined your channel.
You did it.
So, we're clearing buildings with multiple entrances. What you want to do is you want to break up. Usually we have you separated into color teams. We have red team and blue team, typically. Red team
User
would stack
left
up on
your
this
channel.
door. Blue team would stack up on the opposite door. So we would all get set. Again, Flip, you're the closest one to the door with hinges, so you get closer there. Same thing over here. Mills is closest one to this door with the hinges.
You might as well go through how to set colors while we're at it.
Yeah, so let's talk about that real fast, since some people don't know that. We have our ASIN racks. That's going to be able to set our colors. We do Control, Windows key. That's going to give you self-actions. Then you want to go to Team Management. You could select your colors that way. Join red, blue, green, and yellow. Those are the only 4 options we have. So for me, I would set my color as squad lead as white. My medic, I would set as red. I would have a blue team and a yellow team. And I would set the team lead of each of those. Those are basically your battle buddies. If a member goes down, I'll know by seeing on my Shack Tac that they're hurt or that they've gone down. Shack Tac will be able to tell me a lot, yes.
2 questions. How do I tell
Yes.
if I'm actually in a squad? And 2, if I join late and I'm not part of a squad because my slot got taken away, how do I rejoin on the squad that I was part of before?
So a way to rejoin on people is very easy. Let's say I want to join on let's say Mills is my squad lead. I need to join on Mills' squad, I come up to Mills. I'll use my Ace Interact, which is my Windows key. I'm going to look at him. I'm going to get to a place where I can actually see it. You have to get fairly close to them. When I look at him, there's an Interact button near his torso. It says Join Group, and it says Join Group 1-3. Or, hold on, I have to get even closer. Join 1-2. Yeah. Yep, and when I do that, I'll see on my bottom center of my screen, all the names come up. Like for me, I have Wojo, me, Buck, and Bacon. Now, if I wanted to, I could tell them to go different colors. Yeah. All right. Anyone have questions about that? So you just need to find a body, and you get close to like, hey, let me shack tack on you for now. Because that will give us our circle, give us our compass.
Wait, what button is that?
That is your self-interact. That is your Windows key. Yep.
Got it.
Huh? Oh. All right. Don't. Oh, we shot him. That's not a good thing for us. Ah, yeah. All right. So going back to these doors. Nope. Lock. No.
Is that Buck?
Nope. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about them later. All right. Back to these doors. All right. Lock. I want you to be number 2 next to Santa. All right. And then Garrett, I want you to be number 2 next to Flip. All right. When this door opens, we're gonna proceed in. Flip has got to open it. Santa goes first, then Garrett, then Lock.
User joined your channel.
You guys say when you're ready. All right, it's open. You have to say ready.
Ready.
And then everyone's ready. Say go.
Go.
Santa
Go.
goes in. Santa goes in and clears right. Garrett goes in, clears left. Lock follows behind, and then Flip goes in the rear. So while you guys are doing this, the rest of us are gonna go through this door. We would have done the same thing.
Cheesy.
Now when we go in,
What
as I proceed straight across.
It's like you just.
So, see how many people we have in this room already? This is bad. You want to make sure that as soon as you clear a pace, you keep moving forward. You need to have forward momentum inside buildings. As soon as you stop, people will start dying. All right, let's head outside.
Cheesy, how do you put your gun?
Hey, Wojo.
0. 0 now.
There it is.
All right, can you get him over here with the big helicopter? All right, guys, we're gonna go outside and learn about helicopters real quick. Are there any more questions? All right, so we're clearing that building too.
Jen.
Yeah?
I was having trouble before with my TeamSpeak. It was fucking up.
Jen, give me a different helicopter.
Talk to Buck.
Or Buck.
Okay, so I'll cover that you here in a little bit later, Garrett, okay? Yep, you're fine. All right, guys, real fast. Last thing, when we're talking about buildings like this, these big buildings along hallways, we're going to proceed in pairs of 2 down the hallways. First 2 will clear the first room, second 2 will clear the second room. Once those rooms are cleared,
Thank you.
go on the next room. Proceed left and right. If you've cleared the left side, you clear the left side. If you're on the right side,
They're
you clear
ready.
the right side. Alright,
On my way.
so we're going to head outside and we're going to learn about helicopters now. You guys want to follow me?
User joined your channel.
Alright, wait right here, guys, outside the Alright guys, I'm going to do the rest of this lesson on the radio since it's getting loud. So, this next part we're going to talk about is getting in a helicopter and getting out and how to set security around it. So, as I've already done, I've marked an LZ in green for the helicopter. What we would do is we would set security. When I say set security, I mean look in all the directions except for at the helicopter. Because we know where he's got to be. We don't know what's on the outside of us. You want to keep your spacing here is very important. Go ahead. Where are you? Got it.
I'll go get him, Jen.
Alright, so once Wojo lands, we're going to proceed into it.
Whose legs are fucked?
Okay, Snail, just take him to the medics.
On it.
Alright, let's hold fire.
The thing I will say as the pilot, do not ever fire the gun on the ground. You have risk of firing at friendlies. Don't do it.
Yeah. Alright, guys. So, while we are here, I want you guys to press enter and go to third person.
Anyway,
Let me know when everyone's in third person.
switch them to deceased.
Okay, Josh.
Yes.
User joined your channel.
Is there anyone
That
not
sounds
in
like a
third person right now?
problem.
Here, in this case, Josh, do you have bandages?
Is everyone on 30.1?
Okay, see? There.
I'll take it as a
Alright, I'm
yes.
still with the bleeding.
So,
Yep.
what happens is
Good
when
on
you
you,
leave the
Josh. You
helicopter,
learned.
the first person out, if you believe you're the first person out, you're gonna walk away from the helicopter and lay down. I am now looking towards the rear of the helicopter, keeping eye on this area, basically looking 45 degrees on either side of me. Sorry, looking 15 degrees on either side of me, clearing this area. The next person who gets out will proceed to the other side of me. Next person on the other side, of the other person. Keep going until we have 360 degrees. So I want everyone to hop out and find a place to lay down. So if I'm here, you guys go to the side of me, keeping spacing. You're gonna want to get more spacing, get more distance from me.
Stitched up.
Right here.
There we go. Yep, that's a good place, Santa.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh. Yeah, you should be good.
Bumming me out.
So, in general, this is pretty good. You don't necessarily need to go to the front unless we're taking fire from the front. But it is good practice to do so. Usually, as the pilot, I will drop you guys off facing towards contact because I don't want to get shot. So, there's that.
Yeah, Wojo brought up a good point. We will always be facing combat when we get out. So this is good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stay laying down until the helicopter takes off and leaves. So he's going to take off now. We're going to wait here.
Normally it would be quicker because you wouldn't power down.
Yeah, I would stay running the whole time. So you would have to call on radio
User left your
when you're
channel.
out. That's another thing. As soon as you hear the guns go off on the helicopter, you usually know we're out.
Alright, now he has left. I'm going to say, alright, we're clear.
User joined
Get up.
your channel.
Then we're going to regroup. So this is the point that we would go into formation. So for this, I want to set 2 flying Vs, one on me and one on Mills. So we're going to be facing go north. Mills is going to be on my right side.
Here, 1 second. Cheesy, Naughty, Santa, Josh, Good Boy, go with, and AJ go with Jen. Everybody else over here with me.
Alright, so the rest of you guys, yep. Let's pretend I'm facing north. So this is my direction I'm going to be looking. I want the rest of you to set on the side to me. Alright, that's good. Yeah, that's good, Cheesy. Flip, see, actually, Cheesy, get between me and Flip. So you've gone a little far out there. There we go, that's good. So we want to kind of deep, kind of a deeper cut. So for example, looking at... Alright, so for example, we're looking at John, how do you say your name?
Oh, sorry.
Wait. Yeah, how do I say Nurkakis?
Neuroscus or whatever.
Neuroscus. Alright, Neuroscus. what I want you to do is see how I'm between Santa and Josh.
This is good, Mills.
Yes.
User
I want
left
you to
your
stand right
channel.
there.
All right.
Does everyone have their mics in order?
I have to go eat supper. I'll talk to you
Got it,
guys
I'll
in a
take
bit.
Okay. Cool. But so
Alright.
y'all remember from before?
So we see how we have the
Velda,
setup
who's
now?
your battle buddy?
Now you see you are even with Cheesy,
User joined your channel.
Velda, are you there? There
and
you
then
are.
Josh, you're even with
Who's your
Blue.
battle buddy?
Is it the guy that just died?
Typically, you would want Santa. Yeah, Santa and Cheesy
killed
would be
him.
even.
Yes.
Then it would be
Your battle buddy
sorry,
is the person on the same
Narashis
plane as you.
and Flip.
So
and
like,
then Josh, you're just
because
behind
like
him.
you think of it as like
You're gonna wanna
levels. Like
keep in
I'm on the
contact
top
with the person
level,
in front of you.
and then the next level.
Make sure that they're still
and
alive,
then the next
and
level.
the person behind
so
is still alive.
person on the same
And then we
level
would
as you
proceed at the speed
is your battle
of
buddy.
me, and we always rest with the person in the
So-
rear. So the person in the rear who has the biggest machine gun is setting when we take our breaks because they have the most ammo.
User disconnected from your channel.
Are there any questions about anything we covered? No? Alright, then let's see what time it is. It's time for the main mission to start. So let's we're gonna end this mission and go into the next one. Hey, we're good. We can move on to the next mission now.
Cool. All right. Thanks everybody.
Yeah, hey, thanks guys for listening.
All right. Lock. Let her rip.